Draw your birds and flowers well.
You should make the world pretty, my Asher. Usher. You should make it.
Eberhard and Crayola.
Eberhard and Crayola were my dearest companions were. Washing up for meals, I remember, was little short of a cosmic enterprise. My mother would not stop screaming.
And of course, just so you'll know, your volume is almost as if you are yelling each line, not now, but you will be saying that, okay?
Her screams cut like glass.
My name is Clint Close. I am the director of My Name is Asher Lev, which is our festival piece for the NHETG High School Theater Festival 2024. My Name is Asher Lev is the story of a prodigy painter who has to make the ultimate decision between his family, his faith, and his art. Asher Lev is from a Jewish family. Many of the items that Asher Lev is painting is seen as very controversial. Asher Lev is asked to leave Brooklyn to go back to Paris, where he plans on continuing his work and his talent that he was born with. We've been participating in festival since 2014. And this year is my last festival as the director of the CHS Drama Club before I retire. And so I thought it was time to ask our creative team what show we'd like to possibly resurrect, because we've never repeated a show here at Concord High School. And just based on the feedback that we received from the last time we did this show in 2016, we thought it was time to bring this show back. And so we decided to mount this and produce it one more time.
I have eyes. Look at what he's doing there.
What's a shiggle?
Chagall.
Chagall! You just said it, I'm sorry.
So we started rehearsals way back in November, right after the Senior 1X. And then we've been rehearsing mainly with our principals. And we basically have had just a great rehearsal process. Gavin Johnson, who plays the title character of Asher Lev, is just doing a phenomenal job. In addition to that, his mother, who is played by Sarah Millette, Rivka Lev, also doing an amazing job. And someone who is new to the CHS Drama Club because he's a freshman, Oliver Conley, is playing the role of Arya Lev, the father. And all three just have this great and unique ability to really work well together, to really bring out the character and the sides of all of these characters so that the audience can find something relatable to them.
I saw my parents arrive from across the room. I could hardly hear, hardly think. People stopped me continually, congratulated me, shook me by the hand. Wasn't it wonderful? Wasn't I pleased? Why was I sweating? Did I need a drink of water? I heard and I did not hear.
Every time you perform a show, you try and do things a little differently. So this is a completely different cast. We've written some original music for this show to go along with it. The set is basically the same idea that we had when we performed this in 2016, but obviously the blocking's a little different. The way that we take our characters, the direction that we go with that is a little different. So both casts have their unique perspectives on this story, but both casts, I can honestly say, tell this story very authentically. So fortunately, the picture frames that we've had for our set are the same exact picture frames that we used before. I think it might be a little different layout. And basically, many of the items that we have on here were the same ones that we used back in 2016, but we did have to build some new things. Working with a set is great because the way that we interpret and tell this story is that all the picture frames, they don't have any real pictures in them. We leave that to the interpretation of the audience. And we use the entire stage for our final gallery scene, which is an important part of the story. And we also kind of break the fourth wall, so to speak. We actually use the audience as our last picture frame. On February 21st, we have our first Concord preview performance. This gives the cast a chance to perform in front of a live audience instead of me, and it gives us a chance to connect with the audience for the first time with this production. It gives us a chance to get feedback from the audience. because there are certain things that are required because you're not allowed to use any microphones in festival. So the idea of actually projecting your voice is a thing. We want to find out from the audience, did we do the story justice? Did we do Asher Lev justice? And did we tell an authentic enough story that audience members can believe that this is really taking place right in front of them? It's dealing with a Jewish family, and with all of the world conflict going on right now, it's incredibly relevant. Sad to say, meaning that we wish there was no conflict. So the piece that we're doing really shows about the conflict in the family, which you can interpret to the conflict in the world, but what an important piece and timing for the world to see this story. And NHETG that we've been participating in, so many wonderful schools and so many wonderful programs. We're just fortunate to be able to contribute our piece to the totality of the day. It's a long day, but we felt that this was a relevant story to tell one more time.